fully functional love. All stars align, the fairy tale comes true. My happy ever after begins with you.
Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss Wambui if you're new here, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. How you guys doing? How have you been? So today I decided to do a video of my birth and delivery. That's the same thing, of my delivery and labor process. First of all, I decided to do it. I'm now 3 months postpartum. Like we are turning 3 months in a few days, so I'm almost, like, if I was at work, if I was an employee, I would be going back to work. So I think it's valid that I do this video. I had recorded a video of the same process a few weeks ago, and the footage just disappeared. Some of the footage, so there's no way, like, so that's done with. So I have to record this again, and also maybe it's for the better, so that I can do a better video of the whole process. Where do I start? So maybe I can start with the labor, and then we'll do the delivery. And also maybe I can share with you, like, the unexpected things that I encountered during pregnancy that I didn't know and I had no idea was part of the pregnancy journey. So I'll start with the unexpected things that I encountered during pregnancy. First of all, I didn't know that when you're a few months pregnant, maybe the first 3 or 4, 5 months, you're going to experience cramps. I don't know if it happens with everyone, but for me, I did experience cramping. You know, period cramps like that, because your uterus is expanding. Now you experience a lot of cramping until there is enough space for the baby. I think the same happens. It's like Braxton. No, it's not the same. It's not like cramping that is intense, but it varies. Also, what else was weird? The heartburns. There was heartburns, a lot of heartburns. My baby is here and she's looking at me and wondering, who am I talking to? Mama. Anyway, yeah, that was something I had no clue. The UTIs. If you don't know what UTIs are, they are urinary tract infections. I had never got a UTI before. I'm very hygienic. I try my best to stay hygienic. But now, I'm shaking because I'm trying to rock the baby to sleep and also not to cry. Anyway, so I had never experienced UTIs before, so it was very new to me. Like, you feel itchy or you're constantly peeing. Constantly peeing goes with pregnancy, but now with UTIs, like, you experience itching and, okay, I didn't have pain urinating, but I had a lot of itching. And what else? I think there was another sign, like, you can laugh and you pee. Hey, pregnancy is a joke. And then now, when you get a UTI, you have to see a gyna, and when you see, gynas are expensive, they're not cheap. You can see a general doctor, you have to see a gyna, and then after you see the gyna, they have to recommend medicine that is, good for pregnant women, because you just can't take any medicine, and the medicine is also, like, expensive. I also didn't know that when you're pregnant, sorry, mama, bless you. When you're pregnant, you can't take Panadol. You can't take those Maramoja pills. You have to take paracetamol like a baby. You're very delicate, and yeah. So, we can get to the labor process. If the camera is not in the middle, please forgive me. Anyway, to my labor. My labor, I thought, like, tukisoma high school, we were told a woman carries a baby for 9 months. That is a lie. That is the biggest lie we were told. Because why did I go, like, my pregnancy went for 40 weeks and 6 days. Like, I was almost 41 weeks. I gave birth at 40 weeks and 6 days. That's past 9 months by far. Like, that's past 10 months. Imagine. But every person's journey is different. There are people who give birth at 7 months, others 8. It depends. Yeah. So mine was just cozy in there. So what do I say? I didn't have pre-cramping. First of all, during that period, because I was thinking I'll give birth at 36 weeks, I started taking like things to trigger labor. Like, I will take a lot of pineapples, a lot of raspberry tea, I will do a lot of squats, just to get my body prepared for labor, because when you're pregnant you sleep a lot, you do nothing, so you have to exercise a lot so that the labor and delivery process is easy. Yeah, so I did a lot of anything that I will see on the internet that I thought was safe, I will try. The only thing I didn't try was those bumpy rides, and okay, I don't want yeah, I didn't try that. But I used to walk a lot for 1 hour plus, or up the stairs and down the stairs a couple of times. Like, I used to prepare my body well for labor, so I thought the baby would come early, but oops, yeah. So I remember it was on a Sunday, and I didn't have like Braxton Hicks. That is false labor. I didn't have false labor. So on a Sunday, I remember at 40 weeks, first of all, I went for my clinic, my checkup, because I was wondering, hey, now it's past 40 weeks, what am I supposed to do? So I went to the hospital. They told me sometimes in a pitanga, so what we'll do, they'll do an ultrasound and just check if the baby is okay. They were so happy. They thought I was giving birth on that day. Oh, shock on us, them and me both. So we did an ultrasound. The baby was okay. They told me the baby was 4 kgs and that it would increase my chances of having a CS because I'm too small or something like that. With big babies, it's like that sometimes. So I started like panicking because, you know, CS is not a joke. Kwanza the healing process. But I went home. I continued with the exercises. I intensified. Yeah, and then on a Sunday, I think I was supposed to visit my friend that day, and I just started feeling weird pain that will come and go away. But I thought like, this is normal, like it will go away on its own. Like it was not that intense. But then I told her I won't make it to come today because I am not feeling my best. And that night, I don't know why everything is worse at night, because that night they were so, like, the contractions were so close together and they were so painful. Hey, I told my friend, let's just go to the hospital. Better safe than never. Let's just go see what's up. We went to the hospital at midnight. We took a cab, got the hospital. Thank God the hospital was near where we were staying. And that night, okay, the contractions now started spacing out like 1 hour. And then now on Monday during the day, like it was like nothing. Even they didn't admit me at first because they were thinking maybe I'll go home. And then that Monday, at night, because that Monday you're supposed to be checked every 4 hours. Every 4 hours if you've dilated. I hated the dilation. Like checking if you've dilated, they put their fingers in there and they have to first rub you with alcohol. Oh my God, it was so painful. Like checking, it's not that painful, but it's very uncomfortable. I think it's also like a bit of pain, like uncomfortable in short. So they kept on checking me on Monday during the day, and there was another lady in the next room who was also like going through labor, and they were checking her too. And me, I was not dilating the whole day. I was less than 2 centimeters. So they were telling me I'm at 1 centimeter. That is very, like, but the contractions were there. And the other lady, alikuwa nafunguka. In the morning, she's 4 centimeters. In the evening, she's 6 centimeters. I'm like, why? What is wrong with me? And then, like, the doctor actually came to me and told me, if by tomorrow you'll not have dilated, we're going the CS way, because now it's a lot of strain for you and the baby. So I was trying to wrap my head around that and, stay positive. So on Monday night, the whole day I was telling you I had contractions, but they were not intense. On Monday night, now that's when all hell broke loose, if we could say such a thing. Whoa! Guys, I was on the floor. I was puking. And I remember it was after dinner because I started just feeling off. Like, food yote nilikula, gone. There was blood everywhere. Okay, it's too much information, but I think it's important because I learned a lot of things from the internet and I didn't know all these things if it was not for the internet. So I might as well share my journey. It may help someone out there. So yeah, it was everything, like, it was so painful. I remember thinking to myself, oh God, this is the worst night of my life. Why is this so much pain? Like, have you ever felt so much pain? I was on the floor. I was going up and down the stairs at the hospital. Hey, it was a lot. I keep taking breaks to, entertain her. My baby. Anyway, so that night I had the worst night. But now I was so scared. In the morning, that's when, I even went to the doctor and I told him, because he was sleeping, do a night shift. I told him, you guys are so used to people being in pain that you don't even recognize my pain. That's what I was trying to tell him. And he was just there sleeping because I was in pain. And then in the morning, when now we are supposed to be checked if we've dilated, the lady who was 6 centimeters dilated went in first because I was scared of going in and then they tell me I'm not dilated. You imagine? After all that pain. So she went in. She was told she's not fully there, but she's almost there. I think she was at 8 centimeters or something. I was almost going back to my room, but I told myself, they have to check either way. I hate this process of checking, but they have to check. So I went in. They checked me and they were shocked. Like, from 1 centimeter to 10 centimeters dilated, like within a night. So, like, in short, I was supposed to give birth right there and then. Like, I did not leave that room. So they're preparing everything. Me, I'm feeling like nataka kukunya. Like, I want, for those who don't understand Swahili, like, I feel like I want to I want to use the bathroom. Let me say that. So I'm telling the nurse, I don't know if it's the nurse or the doctor. I actually don't know. I told him, Maze, I'm feeling like the baby is here, because I know from watching so many or hearing so many stories that when you're almost delivering, you start feeling as if you want to help yourself. So I decided, he told me, like, they pushed glucose into my bloodstream because, I didn't have anything in my system and I've been laboring the whole night. And now he told me what you're going to do, every time you feel a contraction, you push. Every time you feel a contraction, you push. So I listened to everything they told me, and I'm telling you guys, because at first I was screaming, I was in pain. He told me stop screaming, like, every time, like, use your energy for, Yeah, I was listening to everything. So my labor and delivery process, delivery process did not take, like, I'm telling you, like 10 minutes. If it's at most like 10 minutes. Because every contraction, push. And then after pushing, they told me, like, my opening is too small, so they had to cut me. And they cut me because they didn't want it to rupture and then it will be hard to fix. So it's easier for them to cut it. So that's what they did. And I didn't feel pain. I think they use anesthesia or something, that thing. The numbing, whatever. Yeah, so I gave birth. I remember just feeling, when you're giving birth, you just feel like something slithering out of you. And it's the most natural, most beautiful process I can. Hey, and then when my baby was born, she didn't cry at first. Now I'm getting scared. And I remember the doctor, like, put her upside down and then she started crying. And just looked at her and she looked like, partly like her dad. And I'm like, I've carried you for 10 months. You do this? Anyway, yeah. So So she was quickly taken out of the room. I think they need to check if she's okay and stuff. They didn't place her on me or anything, I don't know. And then they showed me my placenta. And I don't know why, I don't know what I thought the placenta looks like. But honestly, it looks like matumbo. Unaona matumbo ya? That's what it looks like. And yeah, and then at that specific time, because at that hospital they didn't allow anyone to stay with you unless it's your spouse, like your boyfriend or your husband. And my boyfriend was not there. At that time we were already like having problems, so yeah, he wasn't there at first. But now, during that morning, my sister and my friend were coming to visit me with, you know, porridge, tea, whatever they bring in the morning. And they came at the exact time when I was giving birth. I'm telling you guys, my labor and delivery process, it makes me believe there is God. Like, if you have ever doubted, like, yeah, it made me believe there is God. Like, He's watching out for us, and there's no other way to explain how you are existing. You who is watching this, how else are you existing if it is not for your mother? And women are small gods, for real. Because you can't literally explain your existence past your mother. You can't. Yeah, so that was my delivery process. After that, now your uterus starts to contract back to its Kwanza, when you, first of all, for me, I didn't have milk. I didn't have breast milk. So I had to buy none. At first, I thought like itakuja too. So they shot my baby with glucose. Walimpea kwa mdomo, I think. And then hours later, the milk is not coming. Wakampea pili, and then they told me now we can't give her any more glucose. You have to buy the milk, the NAN or Eptomil, whatever. Why didn't they have that in the hospital? Chemists. And then now I had to send my sister, and they kept looking for oh my God. And then it's expensive. And then they gave me now there are certain pills you take to help the milk to come. So I took, I think, 2 of them. And by the time I was discharged to go home, when I went home and showered, I think I was anxious, because when I went home and showered and rested, the milk just came flowing. Oh, Alika, Mama. She's a paid character. You can see her hand. Oh, my baby. Yeah, she's the best thing that ever happened to me. I didn't know love until I met my baby. Honestly, I didn't know. Like, I understand what it means to love someone so much. Yeah, where was I in the story? Anyway. Yeah, so the milk came finally, and I had to do away with the NAN because they say it's better to breastfeed than, yeah. What else can I include in there? The whole process was just, the uterus contracting was so painful, especially like when I started breastfeeding. Every time I would breastfeed, the uterus would contract. So I dreaded breastfeeding, but you have to do it as long as, I think, for 1 or 2 weeks. And then now you have to do a sitz bath for, to heal your wound down there. It was a lot. Postpartum, but thank God I had a good support system. They used to help me with everything. I'm just imagining if someone had gone through the whole process that I went through without support, or even if for the mothers who go through CS, it's even worse. I can only salute you guys. Anyway, that was my whole labor and delivery process. After maybe 3 weeks, I started feeling like I'm getting back to who I am. Yeah, it was not easy. I remember thinking to myself, like, pregnancy is a matter of life and death. Some women go in there and never get out. Like, we are deserving of those push gifts and whatever. Yeah, that is not, like, if you've given birth and got home and you're okay, you should thank God, because it's not easy. Anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you've learned something. If you've not gone through pregnancy and whatever shenanigans, I hope you learned something today. And if you've gone through the process, also share your experience. How was it? Maybe there are people who don't experience pain, anaenda tu anapata mtoto wako hapa and they didn't go through labor. Every journey is different, but this is my journey, so I thought of sharing it. I hope you enjoyed this video. The next one, maybe I'll do a face reveal. Maybe just maybe, or I'll do another video anyway. But I'll still show you my child. For now, she's too precious. She makes me so happy, guys. She has my heart for real. I can't imagine like going back to work and I have to leave her with a stranger, or oh my god, that is scaring me. That is making me so anxious. But we stay positive, we move through life, right? Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you appreciate this content, please leave a like so that YouTube shares my video, honestly. And subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, bye guys.